Hi, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel, my treasured viewers. If you're new here, you are treasured as well. This is a sponsored video. The good people of Deerfamy reached out to me and asked if I would like to try a couple of their garage organizational products. And of course I said yes, because I have a garage and it has no organization. So this was for me. I said yes, I would love to get a couple of samples of what you sell. They sell on Amazon, and I'll put all the links down below. The two things they sent me were a quick track bike rack that is vertical and pivots, and they sent me garage hooks on lines that pivot back and forth with a patented system. And I thought, well, this is my chance. The first thing I opened was the garage hooks. They were very well packaged. They were sent in double box, very, very nice. And I have to tell you, as I took each piece out of the carton, the quality was just spot on. These are made of steel and they aren't fooling around. So these are meant to be put up on your wall in the garage, and then you can maximize your storage with things off the floor instead of all over the floor. All the pieces were there, of course, and I gathered a few additional tools. Aside from everything they already give in the package, you're going to want a pencil, a level, a hammer, a measuring tape, and a drill. And I did this myself alone. I was able to install them both in just an afternoon and get everything back up on the wall. And my garage is a lot better now. The fact that the quick installation makes it so that you can put many up. You can put them up in one track. I opted not to do that. I went ahead and put them in separate tracks far away from each other. If I were to get more, I would space them so I had plenty of room around them, but I could put them all in one long track. Once you have the rails installed, you can install the hooks right on with one click. And so when I was installing the rails, I just made sure they give you everything you need. I just made sure that everything was level. I drilled holes, and they give you anchors to put in the wall so that you can actually install them right into your drywall if that's what you have. And then you have an anchor for your screws. And over that, you place an anti-slip strip. And that keeps things from catching, clinking, making too much sliding around. You know, here in the Napa Valley, and the time I've lived in this house, we've had 2 major earthquakes. And let me tell you, nothing would have come off off of those hooks after I got them installed. They give you a 0-risk 1-year warranty. These are ideal for heavy tools. You can see I actually have 2 ladders hanging on my large hooks. They're always standing on the floor, and I think they're going to fall down on people. They're customizable. You can set them apart together. You can move them around on the tracks. What I really like is there's no sticking on any of the mechanisms. Once they're on there, you can slide them back and forth very easily, and that makes life a lot easier. I got rid of a lot of things. That was a good time to do it. And I installed those items I really, really wanted, and it held everything, and it held them very well. You can see how much better my garage looks without things all over the floor and securely placed against the wall. They've created an actual special code for my treasured viewers. Follow the links below to Amazon and use the code right under that for the garage hooks, and you will get an extra discount. I would highly recommend getting at least 2 packages. Each package comes with 4 hooks, 2 and 2 of 2 different kinds. I really loved it. And I have to say that it made, I don't know, it just made everything look a lot better. So the next thing they sent me, which was wonderful, was the Deerfamy Quick Track Bike Rack, which is a vertical bike stand and wall mount. Now, the thing that's different about this is that you can mount it, and then it will go in 160 degrees in either direction. So you can swing the bike around. It could be sticking completely straight out, or it can go to the side. They give you a couple of tools. You'll still need the same, you know, pencil and level and measuring tape and everything. I have an interesting thing in my garage in that I have at the very bottom of every wall, there's like a shelf. So nothing can ever go flat against the wall. I wanted to install the bike rack high enough so when the bike was on it, it was above that ledge so that it could then swing freely back and forth. Nothing will go straight up against my wall. So I worked with it, and it worked just fine. Here's the before, and I will show you, this is the bike that I really wanted to make sure got hung up. And so I got everything ready and I just followed the steps as they said before, same procedure. You just got to measure twice and drill once. That's basically it. Make sure things are level, and got everything up there, including the bike by myself. And look how easy it swings back and forth. And look how ridiculously proud I am of myself. Like, I am so amazing, but I'm really not. It wasn't that hard to put up. It's really something that any marginal DIYer could do. You might have an easier time if you have somebody with you to hand you pieces of equipment. All I had was my ladder and my tools, and I didn't find it to be very difficult. What I loved about the bike rack is it's really smooth. So if you take the bike off and you want to store the bike rack up in a locked position against the wall, you can. And it's so well made and everything functions so smoothly that to move the bike, these heavy bikes back and forth, swinging them back and forth, no problem. It comes up against my breaker box. And so all I have to do is swing it out a little bit, the bike, open the breaker box if I need to, and I can swing the bike right back. Really, I was surprised at how easy it was for me to do this. And it went very quickly. So my top things for you to know about each of these products. For the garage hooks, that patented spring hook design is wonderful. It just latches right on and you can move it around, you can take it off. Once installed, the hooks maneuver back and forth without a lot of friction, which means the product will last a lot longer. It saves a ton of space in my garage and holds a lot of weight. And those are two things that are very important. You want to get things up off the ground, but you want them off the ground safely. And the installation was actually quite simple. So if you look down below in the description box, you're going to see a link to the garage hooks and then my special code for extra money off. The bike rack is a kind of a miracle. It also has an exclusive patent in its 160-degree swinging design back and forth. And these products are so well made. There's nothing cheap about them. They're absolutely rock solid. And so once you get it up there and your bike is on there, people spend a lot of money on their bikes. A lot. They want them to look nice and they want them in their garage out of the way so nobody's going to be hurt. Nobody's going to trip on them. They're not going to fall over against your car. This was not difficult to install at all, and it obviously saves me quite a lot of space on the ground. So thank you, Deerfamy, for reaching out to me to test these two products. They have a lot of things on Amazon and they all look very well made. I can vouch that these are extremely well made. My whole house will come down in the next earthquake, but they will still be up there. Definitely look through their other products on Amazon because they're pretty interesting. And if they're as well made as these products are, you can't miss. If your garage needs organization that's done safely and lasts, these two products are going to be exactly what you want. So I encourage you to go and take a look at them, maybe buy the product, and don't forget to use my code. Anyway, I really appreciate you coming along with me on this little DIY journey that I took. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel. Let me know what you think down below. If it's something that you would use, give me a comment and tell me. I'd love to know. I hope you have a wonderful few days until I see you again. And until then, always keep your eyes open for treasure. Bye.